My point, however, is that we are on our own soul journey, so don't worry about those who don't make that much progress and those you feel missed the boat. People you love who spend it with machines and yelling during football games. Some of them come here for the machine world, and this is their purpose. Others are just not as aware yet and have a long way to go. Please let them do their thing as long as they don't obviously harm themselves or others, because they are experiencing exactly what they need. Although it's hard, don't interfere with their progress because it is progress after all, even if you don't see it. If you present a more constructive path for them and they don't respond, whatever you do, don't try to force your own convictions on them. It will only halt their progress, regardless of how much you want to accomplish the opposite. However, on a positive note, there is actual evidence that we really are waking up as a species, and we're waking up fast. The person who is giving us proof is David Icke. In his latest book, Remember Who You Are, Remember Where You Are and Where You Come From. Remember, he says, there are an estimated 250 million websites and, in 2011, DavidICke.com entered the top 5,000 most visited in the United States and the top 6,500 in the world. If we really think about it, it is a high percentage of the world population who is checking out such websites. It is very encouraging, and it means that the vibration of this planet is speeding up exponentially. The Sirian Alliance knows they can't stop it, and they can't prevent us from breaking the time loop, so they are desperately thinking of ways to keep their control over us after 2012 has passed and gone. They will only partly succeed, and many souls will see through their system, even that of the between life area, and many will return here the next lifetime without amnesia implants. They will come back here as whole, with their timelines healed, cleaned up, and ready to create the new world, outside the Sirian system. Earth will eventually once again become the living library it was meant to be, and a more harmonious time, a new golden age, will come to life. The new phoenix will indeed arise from the ashes of the old. Humankind is a product of nature, that's basically what the third dimension is. Mankind is a product of Mother Earth, so is the animal life, the plant life, and everything else in this material 3D existence. Yes, everything here on this planet, more or less, was seeded through panspermia and became native to this planet. The gods were not seeded here, they came from elsewhere. This is very important to remember, they are not native to this planet. Although, during the nanosecond we are or were, perhaps, when you read this, said to evolve much more rapidly. 10,000 times the normal speed. What usually takes thousands of years or more has taken 25 years during the nanosecond. This is how fast things have changed. Have you noticed? I have, without a doubt. However, there are those who say that we are not evolving, and that we actually don't need to evolve. Someone told me we already are evolved but set back because of the Sirian trap we are sitting in. Once we let go from that, we are automatically evolved. This may be, in one sense, but it would be like letting mankind out in the ether without any education. Without knowledge, like throwing someone who can't swim into a deep lake. They wouldn't feel much evolved. This is why it's so important to take advantage of the nanosecond. The gamma rays from the major electrical objects, yes, electrical, are hitting us with gamma rays and all other rays of light on the spectrum in ultra speed as I'm writing this, upgrading our DNA so we can once again enjoy being multi-dimensional beings, just like our ancestors were, long before the dawn of mankind. These electrical devices are of course our own sun, Alcyone, and the galactic center. These are the major outside influences on our DNA. If we feel we have been like sponges during most of this last 25 years period, willing to learn, and reading and gaining wherever we can, and at the same time been getting epiphanies, we are certainly on the right track. Most souls who were born here shortly before, or during the nanosecond, did so because they wanted to partake in the enormous quantity of energy, centralized in one specific place. This is where the party was. It was here spirits could have a blast and learn something. They could choose whether they wanted to be serious and really learn stuff that they can bring with them as wisdom for eternity, or they could, like playboys and playgirls, just come here to have fun, and then just exit, die, and continue somewhere else or unbeknown to them, get recycled. Humans, on the other hand, are native to Mother Earth. We are her children. The goal that was set for mankind was to stay here as guardians of the material world, and at the same time being able to reach out with our evolved consciousness and neurological system and travel the universes. Therefore, I can't stress enough how important it is that we connect with nature. I brought this up extensively in Level 1, but it needs to be said again. What does connecting with nature mean? Does it mean taking long walks in the forest and look at the trees, the flowers, the birds, and other animals? To see what's really there, definitely. That is part of it. If it's summertime, take off your shoes and walk barefoot in nature, feel the connection. Stand there and do a breathing exercise and feel how your breath is going through you and connects you with the macrocosm, the universe above and the earth beneath your feet, and the microcosm, the cellular, microscopic subquantum world within yourself.
I don't know what the majority of this soul group will actually choose. I may be positively surprised. Perhaps the machine kingdom is not going to get any major enthusiasts, because too many people have seen through it when push actually comes to shove. Maybe most people choose to step aside and just start all over, without the control and addiction to electronics. No one can say for sure. We can only see probabilities and possibilities. The reader's own idea of his or her own dreams about the future may be totally different from anything I've mentioned in any of my papers. If so, go for it. Here is our chance to eventually fulfill our dreams and visions. Because now we know which inner tools to use, the substitute for the machine kingdom, which is human free thought.